Okay, this is a video to help everybody figure out the difference between getting in and out of bed or on and off this table safely for their spine and doing so on the floor, because almost everybody's doing their exercises on the floor, and we figured out that a lot of us have been doing it a little interesting. When I am sitting on my bed or on this table, because my legs can dangle down, what I want is a bend to the left here to come down. Same thing as I come up, I let my feet come off, right? There's room for the feet to come off, and as I push myself up, you can see, right, I'm bending to the left and I'm opening that right side compression, which is what we want. Now, if I'm on a floor, so his legs have nowhere to go, if he were to go ahead and go to kneeling position and go here, do you see what's happening? Which way is the spine bending? Yes, he's leaning on his left side, but do you see that I'm in a massive right side bend? This is what it looks like in our spine if we follow the same pattern when we're on the floor, because there's no legs dangling off where he can nicely do this. The legs are on the mat. He just lost an arm. Ignore that. So we go into a right side bend, which we really don't want. We don't want everyone doing a right side bend every time they're coming on and off the floor doing their exercises to help themselves, and the dismount and getting down to the floor are actually hurting us. So let's go over what we want to do when it's the floor. On a bed, on a table at home, yes, same pattern, sitting down, rolling down, flipping over, okay? On the floor, what I want you to do is, first of all, have something to hold on to. So as you go down to kneeling, right, a little bit of support. And then I am not going to go to my left side, right, because remember what we saw. Do you see the right side bend in my spine? I'm actually going to go ahead and have a seat on my right hip here. And then as I go down, do you see that I'm actually stretching my right side here? I'm compressing my left here. As I go down, I'm going to avoid the temptation to go over here, because then I'm twisting to the right, which we also don't want. So what I want to do is keep my eyes towards my left hip. Think of bringing my head to my left hip, and I slowly lower myself down, and then I flip onto my back. Same thing to come out of here. I have to roll back to my right side, because I don't have a table that I can hang my legs off of. So I roll to my right, and as I come up, I'm not going to do it like this, right? That would be going back into the right side. I'm thinking of bringing my head to my hip again, and I'm helping myself up, thinking this direction, right, to compress this open here. Then I go back to my knees, and then the ideal position from here is placing the left foot down, turn left, bend left, and come up to standing. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to most probably replay that video again and again. It'll put your brain in a bit of a twist. I want you to imagine that when you're working like this, you're really visualizing which way is your spine bending. Okay, and what we want to avoid is that habitual right side bend. So whichever position you're in, try to think in 3 dimensions, and feel free to let us know so we can work on that with you during your session. Okay, and that's done for that.